Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Curly K Glam, and I'm here today to bring you an update on Sensational Born Stunna. And I just want to give some thoughts, that I was having after wearing this wig. Okay, typically, I am a long hair person. Like, I don't wear the bobs, and like if I get a good lob, like I just feel like anytime I wear hair, I have to have some length. So anytime the only time I really buy long synthetic curly wigs, I know I do a lot of wig reviews on my channel, and I do a lot of like natural hair, like textured wigs. If I do long hair, it's either like human hair, basically. Like I will wear like a deep wave or like a kinky straight. But in terms of like synthetic wigs, I don't do too many long synthetic curly units. And I definitely have like strayed away from kinky, like not kinky straight synthetic units, but like straight synthetic units, because they are just a tangling disaster. But now that the texture wigs are coming out, I feel like, a little bit more prone to wearing longer, kinky straight synthetic wigs. Like, for example, here on my channel, I've had Outre Tess, I've had Outre Nisha, even though I cut her, and I've had Nisha 203. So, in terms of, like, Born Stunna, I feel like for me and with my comfortability, I feel like, Sensational Born Stunna was, like, a good option for me. Like, because I knew it was going to be kinky. It's a natural texture. It mimics natural hair. It's just like natural hair if you would have put like a loose like beach wave barrel in her and then like comb it out and then a little humidity got to it. That's like my perfect way of explaining Sensational Born Stunna. But when I got this wig, I know I reviewed it. I can't remember what I said in my initial review, but it's been about a week that I've had her. And I've worn her, a good plenty, like in my initial review, I said that one side was curlier than the other one, which it was, which this side still is more lax than this one. But one thing, and I think I can say this about the whole Sensational line, like as far as like me watching reviews and me actually having one of the textured kinky straight curl wigs, because with Curls Kinks and Co, they had they did the curls first, and I feel like they're on the kinks now, and I don't know if they'll get to the coils, because they haven't had that many coily units for like my type 4 girls. They had, I think, Game Changer, and that's probably as kinky of a curl as it got, as kinky as a coil for type 4. But in terms of the kinks, this is the kinky straight. I feel like I like the idea of the kinky straight unit. I really like the idea, but I feel like the execution on the kinky straight curly units was a bit of a drop. Like, they dropped the ball. Like, I watched many reviews on Moneymaker, Heartbreaker, Risk Taker, not the kinky straight units like Alpha Woman and Boss Baby, Elite Baby and them, but in terms of like Boss Lady, Moneymaker, Risk Taker, Heartbreaker, all those wigs, Born Stunna, and then I think Risk Taker, or I think I said Risk Taker. Anyway, they came with this texture like Marley, like not even like a Marley. It's like maybe like a Marley. It gives you very much, I rolled this wig and I dipped it in hot water tease, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you wanted a wig like that and not a kinky straight unit, I would have preferred it be like more like a crochet type unit with this type of hair versus like a lace front. And I feel like if we was gonna make it kinky, we should have just made it a kinky version, like heat safe. Not to compare, Sensational and Outre, because if y'all are paying attention to Instagram right now, Sensational and Outre are indirectly going back to back. Like, they are competing. Like, in terms of like the natural hair, I know all the brands are trying to come out with the natural hair texture units. But as far as Outre and Sensational goes, they have full lines dedicated. And I know Janet Collection trying to, you know, have a leg in the race, but they have full collections that are dedicated to kinky straight synthetic hair. And like, Nisha came in and swept the board with Nisha, and now Nisha basically is at 206 right now, and so Sensational is kicking them out. So one thing that Outre did that Sensational did not in terms of their kinky straight wigs was make them heat safe. And I think that's the #1 thing. Like, sometimes like up here in the top, my wig is very humpy, and I've gone through with my hot comb 3 times, y'all, 3. And my hair is still humpy, and my hair is completely flat under here. The only thing I have under here is my wig grip. And when I first reviewed this wig, I did not have a wig grip on at all. Like, it's just completely humpy up here. And like, you can't put your hot comb, you can't run your hot comb through the wig, because if you run your hot comb through the wig, then the wig basically starts shedding. And shout out to Hearts and Cakes 90, because I was wondering like why my wig was shedding so much, and it's basically because you burnt your wig. And so I got, well, my hot comb's not on right now, but I had my hot comb on the lowest setting, y'all. Like, when I say the lowest, it was on 1. Like, my hot comb come with like 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like that. And like, my hot comb gets real hot. Like, on a human hair wig, I can like lay some hair with this hot comb, but I had it on 1, y'all, 1. And it was like burning. Like, I saw like strands on my, you know how like, have you ever dipped your braids, the ends of your braids, in hot water, and the water was too hot and your braids got scorched and it just singed up? That's how the hair was looking on my hot comb. The hair was singed on my hot comb. And so I just wish, like, if Sensational wants to continue with the kinky straight, you know, I don't know if they gonna do the curl rotted units anymore, because I think they're pretty much on the kinky straight train, like in terms of having like kinky straight wigs, which I don't complain. I'm not complaining about that, because I have been like commenting on Sensational's page for the longest, like, because I've been wanting a nice kinky straight wig, and I felt like nobody in the wig game at the time was delivering the kinky straight units the way they need to deliver. And Outre came through with Denisha, so that's just end all be all. But at the time, my favorite brand, I put Sensational over Top Dog over everybody, because in terms of the curly units and the curly half wigs, I feel like Sensational had the game. Like, almost every single one of my curly wigs, no lie, was Sensational. It was between Sensational and Outre and Freetress. But now I don't even think Freetress is even catering to wigs like that no more. I think they're just focusing on crochet and braiding hair, and then Outre is focused on Nisha right now. So I felt like in terms, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm not rambling. I'm hoping you guys are, you know, getting my point. But I feel like in terms of the kinky straight, curly, raw, natural style textured wigs, I feel like they need to be heat safe. And even with me getting Elite Babe, not to talk about all the wigs but Born Stunna, but that helps aid my point, because like, when you read the stock card, it does not say it's heat safe. And so it's assumed that you cannot run heat through your wig. So I went on Elite Babe, and Elite Babe said hot water only. I think it said hot water. I'm pretty sure the stock card said hot water based. But I ran my comb through it, and then like, if you have it on too high, it's going to melt. Like, at least like make it 400 degrees like most wigs. I know with texture wigs, you probably won't use it on 400 degrees, because that's going to completely alter the wig, but just make it heat safe. Another thing I did on my Born Stunna wig was I cut the ends. It was some weird ends up and through here, and they were just dangling, so I just cut them. So if you see, like, it's not like a blunt cut, but it's a blunt cut basically. You know, I had to get rid of them straggly. It wasn't straggly, but you know, they were just free floating. It made the look wiggy. Like, I feel like now, like, looking at it, I feel like my wig looks a lot more natural. Another thing is, like, it's harder with this wig being this type of hair. It feels like coarse and dry, kind of. It's not like, not to compare to Nisha again, but Nisha had a soft but yet kinky textured feel, and this feels sort of rough, and that's not what natural hair really feels like. And in order to, like, even brush it, you know what I'm saying, you gotta brush the wig and maintain and get the tangles out. It's hard sometimes to even brush this wig, which also causes tons of shedding. Not that this wig, you know, it's missing any hairs, it's looking thin, because it's not, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying, like, maintenance, like, it's harder to maintenance. And another thing is, I feel like with kinky straight wigs, they don't have to have like a plucked hairline, everything, because I myself, I love to wear wigs, but I'm not one of them girls who is like I'm just not a girl to lay no lace. Like, I do not lay lace. I don't have time to lay no lace. Like, I want to be able to take the wig out the bag and put it on my head. And if I gotta, you know, do a little customization, that's fine. But, like, to create a whole new style on a synthetic wig that already has a style is, like, that defeats the whole purpose for me. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, finesse a whole style and make it to a whole new style. Like, I'm just not trying to do that. And number 3, this is supposed to be a 1B30, but y'all, like, it's barely any 30 in here. Like, you see that one pot right there, and it might be some pots in the back, but that's about it. And typically, I don't go for the natural colored wigs, but this wig wasn't offered in a 30, and I'm just sad about that, because I feel like had this wig been offered in a blonde, it would look so cute. Like, blonde, like, I like to wear blonde hair. This is dark for me. So, all in all, this is a lovely wig. This is a nice mid-length wig. I feel like, you know, I like the style. I like the cut. I like the curlage. But heat safe. Can we go back to the drawing board and make it heat safe? That way we can slay all day. And with it being heat safe, that helps to, you know, increase the duration of the wig, because don't nobody have time to try to roll the hair and throw it in the pot every single time. But that's all, folks. I just want to come back and give you an update on my sensational Born Stunna wig. So, you know, stay tuned on my channel for more wig updates and wig reviews on my channel. I am, you know, strictly trying to make this a curly girl, kinky girl, coily girl extension channel. I want to bring to you, you know, hair that mimics. If you want to wear wigs and extensions, you should, well, I ain't gonna say you should, but, you know, I prefer to wear wigs that are more of a natural, that bring you the natural hair aesthetic, because I know my natural hair, probably my hair type, wouldn't probably be styled like this or stay styled like this. So if I could bring you natural, you know, girl, natural texture, kinky afro textured wigs, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna review them and give y'all updates so y'all know how it goes. But peace, I'll be back. Stay tuned for more videos, you guys. Deuces.